Video games have increasingly entered mainstream life, with millions of people playing some form of video game every year. However, video games have experienced a fair amount of controversy over whether they provide a benefit or detriment to society. Let's take a look at the pros and cons of playing video games. Video games can improve hand-eye coordination. Video games involve using a controller to manipulate a character on the screen, and many video games rely upon players having or developing quick reaction skills. Quickly being able to aim and fire in shooters when enemies appear, or quickly being able to perform turns in races. And many other game types rely upon having a quick reaction time and being able to coordinate what your hands are doing on the controller with what you're seeing on the screen. Video games can be educational. In recent years, there's been a huge explosion in games that are designed to help teach certain subjects or develop certain skills. Educational video games have the huge benefit of bringing the entertainment and engagement that video games offer to help create something that is educational and that can make it much easier to learn a subject. Video games can help develop strategic thinking and problem-solving skills. Video games involve solving all sorts of problems and puzzles and often require a player to think ahead about what their next moves will be in order to be successful. This experience helps develop problem-solving skills immensely and is something that is not found in many other forms of entertainment, such as television. Video games can be addictive. There are many people who have become addicted to video games and let it consume their lives, where they spend hours upon hours playing video games and don't do anything else productive with their life. These players often become obsessed with living in the fantasy world that their video game creates, and they forget about the real world around them. Video games can promote poor health. Video games often reduce the amount of time kids spend playing outside. This lack of physical activity can contribute significantly to obesity and other health problems that have become common among children in the modern era. Many video games are extremely violent and can contribute to the normalization of violent behavior. In many video games, the player can and is often even instructed to kill people or commit other crimes. This can have a particularly negative effect on younger players. Video games are extremely diverse in their nature, so the pros and cons vary quite a bit by the type of game you're playing. Additionally, it matters who is playing and how much they play. If players play video games that are age appropriate and they limit the amount of time they spend to a reasonable level, then the pros will be maximized and the cons minimized. Let us know what you think about the pros and cons of video games in the comments below, and like and subscribe to learn more.